DCTv 274 production, a channel meant to spread evangelical mission, reflections, church news, interviews on church matters, socio-political issues, and other marriage matters, both young and nice content, all kinds of invitation cards, even movies. DCTv 274 production.
Hi, this is my channel. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. DCTv, the channel for everyone.
Envision the community's future development.
Yeah, actually, I am very hopeful. Like my business motto. My business motto says, think big,
Okay.
start small,
Okay.
move fast.
Okay. Think big.
Start small, move fast. That's my personal business motto.
Okay.
Now, in that light, I am thinking that we are thinking big as a community,
Okay.
and we are starting small today.
Okay.
And then our speed is on the top gear. So definitely, in the next couple of years, we will not recognize this.
Engage with local and state governments.
Yeah, as for the state government, like I told you earlier, I said we don't have political leaders. And we don't have non-political leaders because of pull him down syndrome that has been happening as a matter of poor mentality. You know, a poor man would prefer to mingle with a fellow poor man.
Yeah, okay.
So they want to continue to be, they said, birds of the same feather flocks together. So you now see a poor person. If the poor person now see you trying to ascend a different level, you put you down. Say, you want to leave me, come out. I beg you, stay here.
Okay.
If he says that you are bent on leaving him, they can give you one small juju.
Okay.
You know, now for that reason, we don't have any political leader. And because you don't have any political leader, government house of Imo State, for instance, is not a child's play. Okay. It's not a market square. It's not like the farmland where anybody can just walk in. It is the elite that goes there to do something. And then we don't have such political elites here who can attract anything for us. Even myself, who is a traditional ruler, who would have at least somehow penetrate into the place, they are still pulling me down. For instance, since I become the traditional ruler, I have been embattled, going to court, from one court to the other. Those who are dragging this same position, dragging me here and there, I'm spending my fortunes and millions, and there is no way I'm getting that money. It's my personal money that I'm spending. Then if I am doing that, what time will I have when my mental destiny is no longer stable?
Okay.
You are taking me here and there in the court, blah, 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 blah. Then I'm using all my resources, the resources I would have used to train my children or whatsoever, I use it to settle cases, give to lawyers and judges. And then if I'm doing that, then how do you expect me to have time to go to the government house to go and attract something? There is no time. Because by the time I spend all the money I have, I'll be looking for a way to eat.
Yes.
And looking for a way to eat means falling back to your business instead of having time to go for political meetings. And it is during the political meetings and summits that you can be able to say, this is what is in discourse. You don't say, umunachi, I want my community needs this or needs that. But because I'm being distracted here and there, I cannot do it. That's number one. Number two, because we are pulling our brothers who would have climbed.
Okay.
We are pulling them down and nobody will go. Common example, during the electionary period, you will now see they said there is one booth there called 005. Mbara Umunato. We have APGA, we have a PDP, we have Labour, we have APC, and other political parties. that doesn't even have candidates. But on that day, you will see miscreants coming to drag. That booth has over 700 and something registered voters that would have casted their vote on that very
One
booth.
person.
No, that would have casted their vote on that booth in order to create chance for the booth to split. Because once the booth is overpopulated, nature will force the INEC to split the booth.
Okay.
And by splitting the booths, that means there's chances of producing leaders from somewhere. Now, but they will now go there and fight and fight and fight and fight until the vote is disqualified, or until they will only cast 20 votes or 100 votes in that same booth. Whereas the registered and accredited voters there are 750, for instance. And then by the time you went there and fight, how do you think that you're going to develop? And next tomorrow you say, we are being marginalized. Because you are pulling yourself down. Why can't you have a common understanding? Okay, come, please, let us cast these votes normal, and everybody goes. So, but they cannot, because they have this pulling down syndrome or mentality. So we don't have political elites who can help us get something from the government. And as a matter of fact, His Royal Highness Zubadi Robert, sitting here, happens to be the only person for now who at least may have a link to the government, but I am embattled. Then as for the local government, we are doing everything by the grace of God in this new local government structure to be close to the government. At least we have number 2 citizen of obowo here, the person of Honorable Barrister Anderson Onyebule, as one of us. He is from my community here now, from umunachi. So by the grace of God, we will be seeing something. If at all everything goes the way it is planned. So we also have our councillor. So we will also try to talk to them and beg them and see how they can legislate well and at the same time bring the dividends of democracy to or remember umunachi. So we are doing our best.
Of umunachi obowo.
My responsibility is simple.
Okay.
To administrate traditional matters with fairness, justice, equity, peace, love, caring, considerations, and so on, not to be a tyrant.
Okay, yes, at least now it's nice.
Yes, not to be a tyrant. So that's what I'm doing. Like a case study, there's a matter that has been here. People are telling me, Eze, you are the Eze. Exercise your right. Exhibit your powers. So, come on. By training, I stayed there at least 20-something years out of the shores of Nigeria. Okay. I see how people talk and how people behave. I see how people listen to people and consider their own, because my mentality and your mentality cannot be the same thing. And it's not as if we are fighting. We may disagree to agree. Okay. And in the course of disagreement, it is no quarrel.
Okay. It's finding solution.
It's finding solution. Okay. So if we're not quarreling, we're only disagreeing on a particular matter, we will keep disagreeing until we agree. Okay. So, but most people here, because of lack of education, we easily think that disagreement means quarrel. So for me, I am this traditional ruler that believes in equity, justice, fairness, and all-inclusiveness. So I can't just take decisions without hearing from the Council of Elders. Okay. Then I try to create, because when I came on board, there was no structure like I told you earlier. I didn't meet youth wing when I come in as a traditional ruler in 2022. Okay. There was no youth wing in umunachi that time. When I came in, there was no women wing. When I came in, there was no traditional council of umunachi on ground. When I came in, there was no security on ground. When I came in, there was no alademma. Then, but since I came in order to give quality leadership like you are asking, okay, I've managed to create the youth wing, okay, functioning right now. Managed to create the women wing, which is functioning right now. We managed to create Alademma, which is the local arbitration, or is it ADR, Alternative Dispute Resolution Committee, Aladema umunachi, which is also functioning. We've managed to create security registered with the government of Imo State, which is also functioning. We have also managed to create the Council of Traditional Titled Men of Umunachi, which is also functioning. This will also ease the balance from certain things. Yes. So we are doing well on that area. And we have also created so many cooperative societies that will ease the women of the place in terms of farming and making farming easy.
What is your approach to conflict and resolution and dispute settlement in umunachi?
Yeah, I think my last answer to you has addressed it partly.
Okay.
One, certain dispute resolutions are sent or directed to the Aladema to look into.
Okay.
Some of them are sent to the kindred heads.
Okay.
Then some of the people who don't have confidence in the both Aladima and whatever, because most of them might not like to approach the head of all those areas. They might want to come here, and once they come here, we welcome them, hear them out fairly, give them time to listen to their listen without asking them to pay bogus money whatsoever. They only bring like you see traditional ask them to bring these drinks, because those who are coming to do the arbitration, they will need the drink, because all works no play makes Jack a dull boy, like you know. So they will sit down there and then talk, if this cola not just like this. And after which, if they are to go to, supposing it's a land dispute, they will send them for a locus to go and see the land, do this, do that. Maybe they'll pay a token of 5,000 for those elders, because those people created are just local people, local village people who are intelligent, but they have come back for retirement. Okay. So we now send them when they go and come back, because it is even healthy for them. Okay. Because why is it healthy? Once as an elderly person, you retire from service and come back to the village. One person once told me so many years ago that once you retire from an active service and go back to the village, you're going to the village to die. Why are you going to the village to die? You're going to the work. No, not even because there's no work. Because when you get to the village, you now begin to drag your father's land, which other people have been cultivating on all this while. Okay. You start asking them to give you your land. And then when you start asking them, some of them will start giving you some level of juju stuff, pouring all those kind of stuff. Now, but if you come back to the village and eventually you are committed to the palace or committed to any of the villages or whatsoever, then in the morning it is as if you are still working. Then when you come out right now, then you see those people who have come for this, then you sit down, hear them out. Maybe when you are going home, you take 500 naira, you get 500 naira from the arbitration you sat for. And then when you are going happily. You got it. So that's just it. So we are doing our best. And then I can also tell you for free that since I emerged as we have managed about 64 cases here, both locally, the ones within umunachi here, and the one from outside Ehume, Avuto, Umulogo, Umungwa, Mbise, and which other one? Ehume, Umungwa, Avuto, Amini, and Mbise. Umadiam too. So we've managed to discuss about 64. The one ongoing now is the 65th one, and all of them came out successfully. And all of them were all happy. The people who we waded into their matters, both the complainant and the defendant, they all go home happily. So that's the level, the grace that God has given us here as a people to make peace and to unite our people.
So with this, like 65,
64 and 65 counting.
What major areas do they come to complain?
Yeah, 70% of them on land.
Okay,
land issues.
Okay.
70% of them on land issues. Then 3% of them on marital issues.
Oh, they
Then
also bring marital issues.
yes.
Okay.
Then maybe 10% of them on general family, brother to brother, sister to sister, all those kind of quarrels. And then communal issues also between these people and these other people. And then other ones are minor.
Okay.
Maybe courtesan, all those small boys.
How do you foster collaboration with neighboring communities?
Well, I am doing wonderfully well on that.
Okay.
Virtually all the neighboring communities in Obowo, we are working in synergy. For instance, our security men, we gave them some gadgets. We gave some of our security men some gadgets like two-way radio communicator. We make them meet with our neighboring communities, link their radio with the other people, sharing intelligence together. So if there is anything happening in Omongwa, it becomes our problem, our concern. If there is anything happening in Erume, it becomes our concern. So we are working in synergy between these our neighboring communities, and from time to time we have meetings with them and with their elders. So and then this obowo football tournament also that communities play is also one of those determining factors. So from time to time, you see umunachi going to play with Erume, playing to Mongwa, all those kind of stuff. So we are doing tremendously well on that area. So making sure that there is relationship. And we are trying to also enter into inter-community business partnership.
Okay.
So we are working on that in-house stuff for now. Until by the time we perfect with those ones, I think we'll be coming up with something wonderful.
Okay, what legacy do you intend to leave behind?
Well, I want to see my united umunachi. United umunachi. Where every sons and daughters of umunachi will know peace. Because when I came here, there was no peace here, brother. Okay. There was no peace. People hate themselves. In fact, it was getting to a point where people want to eat people raw. I can tell you that for free. So I want to see my umunachi being united, devoid of this divide and rule. So leaving my umunachi in a peaceful hand, where brothers will begin to love brothers as it was in the day of old, where I can walk into you remember when you can walk into your neighbor's kitchen, okay, and you eat. That was them. Where you can go to your sister's place and you eat without fear of anything. So, and I see those things coming back gradually. Because I can remember when I came here, nobody goes to another person's house. You say, hi. Anybody gives anybody, they say hi. Everybody's suspecting one another. But this time around, we can drink with one cup now. Like in the palace, everybody drinks with one cup. Okay. Yes. You go there now, you sit. But the people are outside there now. You just go there now, you sit them. Only one cup is there. So when you want to eat, when you want to drink, you just eat and drink and go. That means we have started the process. We have started the process. And nobody is opposing it. Nobody is opposing it. Anybody who comes and says, I don't want to say, oh, no problem, we don't have another one. Okay. So it's either you don't want to drink, but by the time you see it today, see it tomorrow, and then discover, and we'll keep pouring libations, telling people, those of you who are doing this, okay, those of you who are engaging in such and such thing, this land will not keep you. You know why? We call ourselves children of God here. Okay. But our hearts are far from God. We don't believe that God works. When you say, anyone who does this, may God remove him. And you say, Amen. And you have doubt in your mind, okay, that this thing I just said will not even work. then when you have doubt in your mind, it's not going to work. But if you say this and that, and you believe in it, it will work. For instance, Father, I as a traditional ruler, people don't believe it whenever I say it. Before I become a traditional ruler, I did not consult any babalawo. I did not visit any strong room, wherever whatsoever. I did not consult any kitchen, any dark room whatsoever. But I said, in my chambers here, God, if that be your will, let it done. And then I sent a letter. I think that's another contradiction here. Maybe the strong room where I sent my letter was in the church. I sent to my parish priest. I sent to the Anglican church leader there. I sent to the Assemblies of God Church. Listen, I sent to this Anglican church here. I sent to Assemblies of God there and the Redeemed, 7 churches. I sent a letter to them, telling them. I said, what did I send to them? I sent my my form to them, asking them, seek for me the face of God. What did God want for me? Did God want me to ascend this throne or not? And then I sent individually to them. And they all responded. This one does not know that I sent to this one. This one does not know I sent to this one. And they all responded. One, as a matter of fact, was the one who responded and said, it will work, but there's going to be tons on it. And I think that's the tons I'm seeing today by taking me to court. Now, what do I want to get from there? So I know the process by which I become the traditional ruler. Now, because it is a divine mandate, when I come out here and speak the word of God, I have every conviction that my prayer has been answered. And then I have no fear. Now, look at how it works. I came out one day and I saw a cock, beheaded cock, thrown by the side of my gate, with the blood splash everywhere. I went to the other gate. I have 2 gates. Yes, to the other gate, I saw the cock that fowl that looks like a vulture was beheaded. The blood littered everywhere. That is duck. No, not duck. Not duck. It's a fowl. Now they call it oludele. Now, when I saw those things, I laughed and I said, "Oh my goodness! My only anger now is that it's beginning to stink. Otherwise, I would have gone and boil it and eat because it's meat, So otherwise, it's meat. Okay. So, but because it's beginning to produce smell, maybe perhaps they did it at night before morning. So then I have to do what? I kick them out of the road. With my leg, I kick them out of the road. Come on, this is because I am not as little as the chicken. I am not as little as the chicken, and I went and do the same thing. But I don't even want to send my children because they might be afraid. Okay. So I have to do the same thing. I did it myself and throw it away. The next day, I saw lizard, about 7 of them like that on a roll. 7 of them on a roll. They went and put on my gate. I laughed. I said, I wasn't as small as chicken. They want to limit me to a chicken, to lizard. Oh what God. Is all this nonsense? I have to throw it away. Now, your question. If I am afraid, I would have run away. Okay. Now, these people here, we pray every day. Those of you who are doing this, you cannot fly. And it cannot work for you. Because I am the man in charge of this community whose God has given the mantle to lead. Therefore, anything you call under this surface, under this sun, cannot work in this land. Here cannot work. Exactly. And because it cannot work, those who are like the chicken is still in cage, does not know that the cage has opened. They remain there. These are the people who are afraid. But those of them who key into my vision, they are now understood that the cage is open. Some of them are flying away and prosperity is coming. If you look at my community now, you now discover that prosperity is here now. If you're not here 5 years ago, if you're not here 4 years ago, there was no light here before, but now there's light everywhere. There's no the transformers here were not working before. Now you see transformer. For instance, your school, you see a new building there. They're attracted by our wife. You see a new school the other side, attracted by our wife. You go to umunachi, attracted by our wife. Yes, we can't rule out the fact that there are people who are messing up here and there, but the truth there remains that tremendous developments are coming, and it will continue to come until the place will now illuminate and come to the limelight.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.
DCTv 274 production, channel meant to spread evangelical mission, reflections, church news, interviews on church matters, socio-political issues, and other marriage matters, both young and nice content, all kinds of invitation cards, even movies. DCTv 274 production.